Hey everybody, Abby here. I am back with another plan with me. We are finally planning for the week of Christmas. This is going to be December 20th through December 26th. And I am using this gorgeous kit from Pink Diamond Planner Co. It is called Fa La La. I believe it was exclusive artwork. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. And I went ahead and went all out for this one and used one of my favorite foils colors ever, red sparkly foil. So I pulled in, I think, an old SPC confetti bundle. And I am actually using my pre-planner to go through this video with you guys because I actually put my 2021 planner away already because I did my planner awards. I filmed that already, and so I don't have it in front of me, so we're just gonna kind of wing it and see. I hope this isn't terrible, but I only did one box extender on Saturday. I did my sidebar basically the same as usual. Don't really think anything changed there. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of talk about, I was going to do a Christmas tag, but I decided to just kind of talk about a couple of my favorite kind of Christmas memories or Christmas traditions. I thought that would be kind of a fun way to start this video and putting down the base. So one of my favorite things as far as like Christmas traditions and memories are concerned is Christmas was always such a big deal with my grandparents. They went all out. We celebrated together as a family and they loved it. Like Christmas made them the happiest. Really pretty much any holiday with all the family together made them the happiest, but for as long as I can remember, in my grandparents' basement we would, have hors d'oeuvres, like home cooked food, not like a meal but just like a lot of snack food, and we would get together and we'd listen to Christmas music on my grandparents' record player. It was like this record player cabinet, and they had an extra tree set up in the basement, and we would play, I called it for the longest time bingo, but we did a dice game, and we would pass around like 3 sets of dice in old school like metal pie tins, and if you rolled doubles, everyone that was like in attendance brought like small little cheapy gifts. So there would be like a big giant humongous mountain of presents in the middle, and if you rolled a double you got to pick one. So that was always our tradition with my grandparents. And then when I forget when we started doing it, but when my grandpa got sick and passed away, my one cousin started holding it at her house, because they had a big, nice open space in their house. So even though like some of us family kind of dropped off of the tradition, but we would always do it and we would always get together because it made my grandma so happy that we would still do it now that after my grandpa was gone. And I think that we did it while they're still doing it to this day. My grandma passed away in 2008, right before Christmas, and they're still doing it to this day. We haven't, with COVID and everything, I don't think we've been there in 3 years, 2 or 3. But year before last, we kind of carried on that tradition at my stepbrother's house, so like my step family, and we had fun doing it too. And it's one of those things that carried on, and it's still a tradition with many different families, and it's so fun. the past couple years with COVID, we haven't done it. So like last year, my mom and my sister had COVID, so we didn't. I did. We just did Christmas as a small family, without my mom and stuff. So if we would have gotten together, we would have done it. But then this year, we kind of changed it up a little bit. But we kind of adopted a new tradition, hopefully. On Christmas Eve, we again had all that snacky food and we played Christmas themed games, which was super fun too. So I just, like, really honestly, memories with Christmas. You know, I was kind of brought up in a household or like a family that Christmas was a big thing, and I always loved Christmas. And so I think I was blessed to be able to be brought up that way and have Christmas be a super important part of myself and my family. Because I know that my husband hadn't usually loved Christmas, but you know, now that we're together, he kind of appreciates it and cherishes it more. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little memory and story. So we are getting into the day-by-day plans, so we will learn all about my Christmas week. This year was a little sad because we didn't have the youngest two, but you know, we're gonna have to deal with that every other year. So on Monday, Mackenzie did get her test results for her one COVID test because they were the send out results, and she was negative. So I wanted to send her to school this day to make sure that she got her work, because they were actually doing 2 at-home learning days this week. So we did that, and then this next part I'm not going to share. Just want to keep it private. And then me and Anthony took a nap together because I was up super early that morning, because I think I was like waiting on the test results, and the test results came at like 2 a.m. and then I was up again at like 6. This day, hubby also got a haircut, and he couldn't get an appointment at his normal place, so he actually went to like Best Cuts in Meyer, which was fine because we needed to pick up a couple food items. So I shopped while he got his haircut. Also went to Target this day, and for dinner we had Panera. And then I don't know if I started this day or just was doing more work on it, but I did a little DIY project for my stepdaughter for one of her gifts, and I was working on it this night, and I took a bath. So Tuesday, Anthony worked overtime, so I just marked it with one of those work boxes. And then what else? I'm trying to like decipher where I put things. So I did film for YouTube this day, and I took a little bit of a nap. I love the little paper shire girl holding the stuffed animal or the little teddy bear. It's so cute. This day I also watched the Friends reunion because we actually had just recently got HBO Max. So I watched the Friends reunion finally. And then I made Christmas crack, which if you guys have never tried it, it's so delightful. It's like you put down a layer of saltine crackers, and then you make like a toffee caramely kind of thing, pour it over the saltine crackers while it's hot, and then you put it under the broiler for like a couple minutes, and when it comes out like all bubbly and like molten lava, you pour some chocolate chips on top of it, and literally you can finish it with whatever, sprinkles, toffee bits, nuts, whatever. So I made that to take Christmas Eve. And then I did some more wrapping, and I edited and uploaded this night. I think I was up all night again. My life. And then early that Wednesday morning, I was pulling stickers. and I started watching this series on Hulu. It was like a true crime series. So I just binged a bit of that. And I made myself eggs for breakfast. And I wanted to stay awake before I took a little bit of a nap. SPC's foil sale. She did like random pull foil and like the old format was like $2.95 or something, and I stocked up on like regular foil because all the foil was on sale. So then this night I made hamburger soup, which was delicious. We watched Elf, and then for the DIY, you have to like it's paint, so you have to let the coat dry thoroughly. So I put a second coat on this night. And one thing I'm going to say is I love Pink Diamond Planner Co. kits, and she actually just recently reformatted, and she made the little things bigger, which I appreciate because they are teeny tiny. But I'm super excited for her new reformat. So Thursday I took Anthony to work and ran to Starbucks. And this day I needed to run last minute Christmas errands. So I don't even remember what I needed to do, but I ran some errands. Like, look at how cute that paper shire sticker is. Oh, so cute. And then what else did we do? Oh, I don't think I marked. I had to omit something out of my day. So I think I omitted where I got lunch. But I did go get lunch, but I think I omitted it out of here. And then I picked up Mackenzie right before it was time to go get Anthony. She really wanted Cane's for dinner, so we went and got Cane's. And then you would think I got all my errands done earlier that day, but I still needed to run into Target, and Mackenzie wanted to go into Five Below, so we did those two things. And then on our way home, there is this house. It's a couple cities, it's like one town away from where we used to live, but now it's like half an hour from where we live now. And I dub it the Christmas house, and it's a tradition that we see it every year. It's just, I posted it on my stories for Insta Vlogmas, but just this guy does an amazing job. It's very cluttered and very, there's a lot going on, but he decorates his whole house, and you can actually walk through his garage to his backyard, and it's just completely decorated. Before the pandemic, close to Christmas, he would have Santa at his house, and it's awesome. Definitely a tradition for us. So Friday, Christmas Eve, that morning we woke up hella early, I think 5 a.m. So we just kind of chilled that morning, and then we DoorDashed some Denny's, which I can't remember if this was the trash. It was okay, I think. But I think when you DoorDash breakfast, it's just not. You just need to come to terms with the fact that it's just not going to be that good. And then we did take a nap this day, but I think I didn't write that either. So before we went to take a nap, I started the meatballs for my mom's later. And then I marked that we went to my mom's at 5 and we played games. And then after that, we looked at some Christmas lights. We kind of detoured on the way home to take in some more Christmas lights. And then Saturday, Christmas Day, yay. So again, Christmas morning, Mackenzie woke us up at 5 a.m. You would think, being a teenager, she would want to sleep in a little longer. No, that was not the case. So we were up at 5. So we opened presents with her. And then after that, because we had a little bit of time before we needed to leave for my mom's, so we played Mall Madness. That was one of Mackenzie's gifts. Shout out if you were born in the 80s, if you loved Mall Madness growing up. I loved it so much. And when I saw it at the store, I was like, I don't even care if this child thinks this is lame. I'm getting her this game, because we usually try to get a board game for each kid because we love playing games as a family. So I'm like, this is her board game. It's decided. So I did go to the cemetery before, or no, I went after my mom's. Okay, sorry. We went to my mom's about 8 o'clock, opened presents with them, and then I went to the cemetery to see my dad, and came home and took a little bit of a nap. And then what did we do? We went back to my mom's for dinner at 3 o'clock. And then when we came home, we played more games, which I love. My favorite thing. We watched Home Alone 2. And then random, totally not Christmas related, but Anthony hung a little bit more stuff, I think, in our bedroom. So then Sunday, we were up early again, not as early as the previous 2 days, but we started to make the drive to his family's home, and we had Christmas with the in-laws, with my in-laws, not with the in-laws, with my in-laws. And it was funny because my sister-in-law, my husband was opening his gifts, and I forget what the title of this book was named, but she went to this library clear out, and she bought really funny titled books, like really random ones, and put them in everyone's gifts, and it was hysterical seeing what everybody got. And then while we were there, we played with Sweet Jack. It was my nephew, great nephew. So we played with him, had a little bit of a baby fever. Not going to talk about that. But then I came home and took a bath, and we went to bed because we were so tired and exhausted from all the festivities. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to add a little bit of music to fill everything out. And if you guys haven't subbed already, definitely do that if you're interested. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.